Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Goron1988 and this is a brilliant race between PlasmaKappa versus cheamo, round of 32. It is Key Sanity and this is for a spot in the top 16. I think this will be amazing and I am with a brilliant commentator tonight. I am with Lana Bean. Welcome, Lana Bean.
Good evening to you. Hope everybody's having a great night, and as well, Goran, having a great night as well.
Yes, so, yep, tournament key sanity should be maps, compasses, all small keys, all big keys shuffled, apart from the two keys in Castle Tower. Those will be the same as normal, and the big key in Ganon's Tower. So we will still have the big key guessing game tonight, which should be fun as well, and we'll see. Where do the items, where do the keys take our runners?
And we are also joined tonight by Lapoy handling all the tracking. Thank you very much for doing that.
Yes, just thank you so much, Lapoy.
Alright, should just be getting started in just a minute here. There's our full screen.
Yep, there is our full screen. And there it shows that both our runners have one win each in this, so this is the race to decide it between these two fantastic runners.
Looks like we're having a little bit of video feed issues with cheamo, but that should be resolved shortly. But otherwise, like Goran was saying, this will be a fantastic race, and this is game 3, so winner goes to round of 16.
Yes, and at this moment, we do not know who they will face. So we'll see. Everything is up in the air tonight. And we see the start from PlasmaKappa, nothing in Sank Chest. And it seems as though he is going towards, well, Lost Woods, and then maybe Kakariko Village.
Yep, just looks like one small, a red boomerang.
Yes. Definitely. And PlasmaKappa is going up north. And the crab has hearts, so still need to find bombs somewhere for all the bombable walls in Kakariko. And welcome Raiders, SpeedGaming free. We're just at the start of this match. It's Key Sanity between PlasmaKappa and cheamo. PlasmaKappa is going into Lumberjack Ledge, and it is just a red rupee. So we will, well, it's probably not an Agaseed. Holding my breath on that one.
You never know. Being Key Sanity, definitely less of a chance, but if you find those two Castle Tower keys, you never know.
So, PlasmaKappa getting a bomb off of one of the enemies and getting another bomb somewhere, so it won't be a worry. Definitely with those 3 bombs on Dig Spot. Sorry, Dig Spot? I meant Mushroom Spot. As PlasmaKappa is making the drop down. Which gives the map of Desert Palace. So our maps tonight give us whether the dungeons are pendants or crystals. So Lana Bean, what do you think of this? Well, how many items PlasmaKappa has gotten so far? It seems as though we're gonna get something soon, I feel, especially with the density.
Yeah, not much to say. Just finding a red boomerang so far in Sanctuary and a couple of bombs. You got to assume some sort of progression is going to be in Kakariko, but with as many checks as there are in South Shore, there could very well be nothing as well. Hard to say.
And with that, PlasmaKappa is making his way towards Blind Hut. 5 checks here.
And please, everybody, bear with us for cheamo's stream. Looks like we're just having issues getting that up. So, looks like a map. So, or not a map, pardon me. Looks like a mirror so far at a blind hut.
A mirror. That's always good to see. A lot of You can get quite a bit of mobility with the mirror, and that's the cane. Interesting. So nothing that lets us get into the Dark World yet. No Moon Pearl from Blind's Hut, but we'll just see what happens. Cane of Samaria and Mirror are really good convenience items, and I'd say they aren't as useful yet.
No, but one less thing you have to worry about going into Ice Palace and Swamp Palace later for sure. Not to mention their required dungeons in Turtle Rock and Mire. And that
Okay.
was that a small key to Swamp that we just saw?
Yes. There being only one small key in Swamp, basically locking the whole place up, that must be a relief to see. So not much else in Cackwell. PlasmaKappa probably going for some more rupees in order to get the 100 rupees for Bottle Vendor.
Barely squeaking by with enough money.
So here we have PlasmaKappa coming into Chicken Hut. And seems as though he gets a bomb refill here. And we'll see what happens with regards to Cheamo's feed. I'm sure it'll be sorted out any second now. In the meantime, PlasmaKappa is making his way to the back of bar, and that is the flippers. Again, good for convenience. I'm getting a feeling once we get into the Dark World, Swamp Palace, gotta be.
With as little money as we have and no glove, there's no way to do Houlihan currently, so PlasmaKappa may be having a money issue unless, Hammer, unless we find something soon. So that was a hammer on library, so those boots are going to come up eventually.
And nothing on race game. The hammer on library is worrying because hammer being well, that's the fire rod in Link's house. The hammer being one of the ways to get to the Dark World. Although we haven't got much yet for Aga, it does mean that it will be harder for our runners to get into the Dark World, you know, without that hammer.
And plus, with that early Desert Palace small key, that book could be coming up soon to send us over in that direction for a non-completable dungeon.
Meanwhile, PlasmaKappa is using bomb strats on these mini Moldorms. And it's down to 2 bombs. Gets all the mini Moldorms, well, destroyed, vanquished. Small key to Turtle Rock, 50 rupees, a full heart container, small key to Palace of Darkness, and the map of Swamp Palace. That map of Swamp Palace, I just have a gut feeling that it might be very useful to see whether it's a pendant or a crystal.
Absolutely, got that early small key, so it kind of gives you some ideas for sure.
So now PlasmaKappa is going to be checking Lake Hylia Island, just 300 rupees, and going for the Under the Bridge and possibly waterfall checks. Because of the lack of money, this might be an issue where PlasmaKappa orphans Zora, meaning that he won't check Zora. Let's hope that that doesn't have much negative consequence.
Yeah, I think at this point you just kind of give in. You have some logical availability left, High Lamp, but there are still plenty of checks left, but at the same time, you're just like, you know what, I'm already here, let's go and just swim over, check Waterfall Ferry, check Zora Ledge, and you're just orphaning one thing right now. With any luck, you can get a glove pretty soon to do Houlihan.
So that was the lamp under the bridge. That's one piece of Aga. So we'll see if we get other pieces towards not Aga, whilst PlasmaKappa is making his way towards the waterfall.
Okay, Zora Ledge, do you have anything useful? Like, say, the boots. Okay, it's got an ice rod.
Okay, so Ice Rod here on Zora Ledge. It depends whether TR is a pendant or a crystal.
Yeah, Plasma's electing to go ahead and leave it for now. Not a bad play.
Yeah.
You know where it is. You're going to probably come back for Zora anyway, so it's not a bad move.
Okay. So PlasmaKappa is now going up to Ice Rod Cave, where we now know that the Ice Rod cannot be.
Yes, true, but could $300 be there, which still won't help us with Zora? I don't know.
Maybe there'll be enough rupees to go. Actually, PlasmaKappa, you need to go to Zora Ledge and pick up that Ice Rod.
Oh, Blue Cane. Well, it's something. It's useful.
So it looks like PlasmaKappa is making his way towards Sahasrara. There'll be 3 items here, and then there will be a maximum of 3 items possible in the Eastern Palace. Quite a few items have been found in the early game, but none really give us progression in the moment. So we'll see if anything can help. The green pendant is Turtle Rock, and PlasmaKappa was...
God, I'm sorry.
Those are the boots. The map of Eastern Palace, which might be really nice to see. Yes, PlasmaKappa electing not to take that Fire Rod was the correct move. Because most likely there will be nothing on Trinex or on that green pendant, as Turtle Rock is a later dungeon that requires quite a few items in order to get into.
Oh, criminy. Early Ice Rod, early Fire Rod, but the thing is, you have one Turtle Rock Small Key as well, so if you suddenly pick up your glove, you pick up your Moon Pearl, or I should say mitts, there's really... Turtle Rock could be a dangerous thing to ignore early if you get the chance to go in.
Also, this may be sad news for people wanting Aga, because that puts the hammer in logic. We are only a glove away from accessing the Dark World, although we need that Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl will probably show up before the Dark World, no matter what, unless it's... well, unless it's Pyramid Ledge, but even Pyramid Ledge might be able to be gotten without using Aga tonight.
We'll see. We're kind of running out of logical checks, but Death Mountain is currently completely unlogic, especially once you get that hammer.
Yes. Just to answer chat, people are working with regards to cheamo's side of things. We'll just see what happens, basically. So PlasmaKappa going to the left side of Eastern Palace, getting that small key to Palace of Darkness. That should be, what, the second small key in Palace of Darkness?
Yeah, I think that's the second that we've seen so far. Alright. Lamp, are you pointing us to this Eastern Palace big chest, or are you just telling us to go up Death Mountain?
So PlasmaKappa getting that key, and he is going to the big key chest in Eastern Palace. Because this is Key Sanity, the big key can be anywhere, so PlasmaKappa will most likely just save and quit out of here after it. And in the chest is a small key to Ice Palace.
One thing I think I neglected to mention was there was a big giant C in the upper left-hand corner of Eastern, so we are aware Eastern is a crystal of some kind.
Ah, yes. Good point.
I don't know if
Thank
it
you
is
ever
a...
so much.
Not sure if it's a red crystal or not, but it's a big C. Oh, PlasmaKappa, what are you doing? Oh, you're getting the boots checks, okay.
Yep. Bunk rocks and then probably library.
I
Is
mean,
what I'd imagine.
at this point, it really won't waste you any time to go up, rescue Gary, save and quit, and then get your hammer if you really wanted to.
I'm just wondering, have I missed something? How can you get to Gary without the gloves?
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Don't even have a flute. Never mind, ignore me.
I was thinking PlasmaKappa had a flute, but then I was like, wait, the tracker? The tracker's always right.
But you know what this means? Basically, actually, I think we have not seen the dam check from PlasmaKappa, so our progression is either the 2 checks of the dam, Agena, or Zora.
Not Zora. Please not Zora. Anything but Zora. Like,
Oh,
look at PlasmaKappa's rupee count. It's
there's
44.
there's no way to farm right now. Without a glove, you can't
No.
you can't even lift the rock.
Please
Oh
let it be
lordy.
the dam. Please let it be the dam.
At least let there be a couple of 300 piles at the dam.
I'll take 2 lots of 300 at the dam.
All
Oh
right, looks
yes,
like
we have got front. Sorry, have we? Yeah, we've got front of escape as well, so it's less of a worry. And the escape drop down. I was worried for way too long there.
well, we do have at least 2 logical checks available at the castle, but with no small key. Technically, we're locked out of anything beyond the, I think it's a map chest, and the Dark Cross. But if you don't misuse your keys, you're fine. You're fine.
Yes. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it would be weird if there was something out of logic here that PlasmaKappa, should have got from the dam, for instance, that actually helps with progression in general. So PlasmaKappa making his way to the basement of Hyrule Castle. And that is 20 rupees in the first chest.
And now we go to the not so in logic checks.
Ooh. Yes. 2 not in logic checks. Will these pay out?
Ooh, get that magic. Heck yeah, PlasmaKappa.
Although maybe, just maybe, PlasmaKappa will get the check here, get the key, and then go to the back.
True, you could
The back
steal
is
it.
the three items there.
Nope, we're gonna use the key.
Mm.
But for all we know, there could be a vanilla key in Dark Cross, so you never know.
Hmm. One of the vanilla keys that we have here is the big key of Hyrule Castle is always on the ball and chain guard. That's coming up right now. Just 1 fire rod shot, and that mini boss is down. So what's in the chest? Bombos. I guess you could call that a key.
Can't really use Bombos right now, but it could be something for later.
So PlasmaKappa is now going to check the dot cross check. The check in the, well, close to sewers and escape.
Okay, it's between Dark Cross, Agena, the Dam, and Zora. Where's our stuff?
We're coming up to Dark Cross. That's the Moon Pearl! But it's out of logic.
That one is technically in logic with the lamp.
Oh yeah, Sorry, my bad.
Does not require a key to get to. So yeah, that probably means they're about to find their glove somewhere south.
Hmm. Yes. My apologies, chat. It wasn't logic. I just thought I saw a key door somewhere, and then I was just like, okay. So thank you, everybody. So PlasmaKappa is checking the dam. That is the powder. That's Magic Bat.
Okay. One more off the rails check now to the west side, back to Kakariko. Thanks, game.
And there's, well...
Evil shield, ignore it.
Shield. There's a shield in the dam drain, which is ignored.
Okay. Oh, yeah, forget you don't have a glove.
And PlasmaKappa is going towards Agina.
Wow, okay, so PlasmaKappa was trying to ignore Agina to go straight to check the powder, but instead realizes that we don't have a glove.
So, we are 2 swords or a glove from Dark World Access. Most likely it's going to be that glove. What does Agina's chest have? It is a piece of heart. Progression.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sorry, what did I say?
I was just going to say the progression eludes us still. That's all I was trying to say.
Okay, it definitely does. Is it just 1 check left? Well, that and Zora. Oh no. What if it was 1 sword?
If
powdering 1 on Zora.
The good news is, if it's not on powder and it's Zora, you're right in Kakariko where you could go farm 30 rupees at a time at Bland's Hut, I guess.
I don't want to think about this. Please be powder.
That's all we have.
I know.
Please, be a flute, be something.
Be a flute, be a flute. Please be a flute.
A flute, a glove would get us to Dark World.
No! No! No!
Game!
No! Hopefully there's something we're missing. Please, something, anything.
I'm drawing a blank.
I am as well. PlasmaKappa going up north. And then bonking off the tree.
Actually, he's doing the alternate setup for Houlihan, so 225 rupees.
Nice. At least this will be a lot quicker than farming 30 rupees each time in, I believe, either Blind's Hut or the Kakariko well.
It's still not going to be enough, though. Oh, he didn't get the setup.
Oh, no.
I think the issue is that he went too far down. He reset the screen a little bit far south than where he wanted. If he does that same sort of setup and doesn't quite go to the bottom of the screen, then it should be good. Oh no, he's saying the same thing we are. He's like, oh no, I've got this.
Let's see. PlasmaKappa giving us a tree pull, just hearts. Yeah. What to do now? Just try for Houlihan? Try for rupees in any way? This can't be real.
Hey chat, what's the chat little subject for the next 2-3 minutes?
This has happened before?
Where's some Benny Hill when we need it?
Oh gosh, I believe the this MSU, it's Final Fantasy Tactics, which is quite nice. Gosh. So PlasmaKappa filling up on those rupees, up to 145 of a possible 500 rupees, speeding in and out to Blind's house for the extra money.
The good news is we pretty much know it has to be either a flute or a glove, because if it was a sword, that would do nothing for us.
Yes, it has to be a flute or a glove. Just trying to think. Is there anything else it could be? Book for entry to Desert Palace. Yes.
True, true.
PlasmaKappa on 175 rupees. And the rupee count goes to 205.
We're getting there, chat.
We definitely are getting there.
What looked so promising is now dashed hopes and dreams.
Dashed. I get it, because PlasmaKappa is using the boots, right?
And if SpeedGaming does another montage, I fully hope that this will be in it.
Yes, yes, definitely. This needs to be a montage. This needs to be spread up 10 times, yeah.
Right?
Oh gosh, PlasmaKappa on 235 rupees. This is a big battle between PlasmaKappa and his wallet.
And here's the
Can
other
he
question.
fill it up quick enough?
Here's the other question, though. Has cheamo done this already, or are we currently in sync doing this at the same time?
I'm sure we're in sync right now. It must be.
Okay, we're almost up to 300, chat. Like, what is that, 7 more trips to go? Something like that?
But, yes. Yes, 7 more trips. And, yes, so,
Where's Benny Hill when we need him?
Just... PlasmaKappa stopping for a second. I'm wondering if he's thinking something like, am I really doing this? Is this really happening?
Please tell me there's something out there I forgot to check, and the answer is no.
The answer is no. This is a Zora seed. At this point, I wish there was nothing on Zora, you know? This is the point. I don't want to see Zora.
Oh, yeah, it'll most likely be a glove, but yeah, it could be a flute, could be book, could be mushroom.
So Plasma on 305 rupees, deciding to do something different to gain rupees. Is this another Houlihan?
Houlihan, Houlihan, Houlihan!
I believe a Houlihan gives... It's somewhere around 250 rupees, so...
225, I think. So, unfortunately, still going... No, we're gonna be there. Okay, Plasma, do not go. Move your camera. Don't go anymore. No, Plasma.
No.
Plasma. Okay, we didn't go too low. Maybe we might be okay.
Let's see. Is this it? Is this the Houlihan? Yes, it is. 225 rupees. PlasmaKappa can pay Zora for further seed access.
For one of the most money-starved seeds we've seen in this tournament.
Oh, gosh. How? How is this possible?
You know, if this could also be Cape. To get one chest out of Castle Tower.
It's not possible because Castle Tower is small keys up to.
You can get the first check.
Ganon.
You can get the first check without any keys.
Both of those chests are keys, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right.
So,
My bad. So it could be a cape to do Aga, I guess.
Well, then somehow, I don't know, PlasmaKappa sprinkles powder on Aga or something then? I mean, how does the fight work?
Yeah,
There's not even a bug.
right.
There's
You're
not
right.
even a bug net.
It's not going to be the cape. Oh, darn it. All right. Hopes and dreams dashed.
Yes.
All right. Give us our glove. Or flute.
I'll
or
go flute.
book.
It's the glove, and now PlasmaKappa at 29 minutes. And after about, what, 5-6 minutes of just farming rupees, is going to be able to make his way to the Dark World.
Got a rice rod, yeah.
Also picking up the ice rod.
Oh, lordy. Alright, we are going to Hype Cave. Alright, we can do this. Oh my lord, we can actually do some stuff now.
There's more of the game to play? There's just not farming rupees? There are 5 checks here, and that is 10 arrows, a compass of Misery Mire, the big key of Eastern Palace, compass of Skull Woods, and a full heart container. That big key of Eastern Palace, not really that useful without a bow yet.
Check, oh lordy. And of note, that was the Sank heart as well. We got a full heart refill. And we're going to scout out those 2 red crystals. What do we got? Kira and Thieves Town.
So once PlasmaKappa gets the big key to Thieves Town and the small key, the Thieves Town only small key, he will be able to 100% complete it. Tower of Hera is also in Logic. The mountain is in Logic. East F Mountain is in Logic. So both those crystals possible as PlasmaKappa goes up to Stumpy, and that is a small key to Dark Palace.
Yeah, we don't currently have a big key to Hera. No hookshot for Hera Pot either. So you can go to Hera. You can get 2 quick checks out of there, but that's about it currently.
Oh, yes. Just 20 rupees in K45.
Okay, well, technically Hype Cave did have that big key to Eastern, which is required, but we still need a bow. And the bow could be in the Eastern Big Chest, let's be serious.
It could be.
Probably not, but it could be.
It could be. And now PlasmaKappa is doing the digging game.
And we barely had enough money.
Yep.
You know, I gotta assume you're just gonna keep digging even after you get your item because you need money.
That is the bow. So, 3 small keys to Palace of Darkness, plus the bow, plus the big key to Eastern Palace.
But no money.
Always no money.
Big key.
No
We can't pay him.
And yeah, for those asking, yeah, it seems as though there's a problem with cheamo's feed. As much as I've heard, we'll see when it's all resolved.
Well, hopefully cheamo is remembering to keep a local recording of the race for sure.
So PlasmaKappa going to be going into the Village of Outcasts, possibly for those 52 rupees. Oh, and the possibility of Skullwoods as well. Although it does seem like PlasmaKappa is going to Village of Outcasts.
You know, chat did point out that we do have a 300 pal sitting on the floating island, so we could technically get that. Not floating island, on the Hyrule island.
Yes. So that's good. Map of Skull Woods. Interesting to see. Skull Woods cannot be completed without a sword.
Holy moly. Okay, both of the corner dungeons are pendants. So Mire and Turtle Rock are both pendants today.
Yes. There was nothing on Palace of Darkness. Thieves Town was red crystal. And yes, the rest were crystals, as much as I've seen. And I believe it's verified here. So we'll see. PlasmaKappa, 8 rupees away from... Sorry, 18. 18 rupees away from Kiki. Checking the first 4 items in Palace of Darkness.
Not going to be able to get too far without that big key, but those 4 chests can have anything, including another big key. All right, now here is doable.
Yes, now Hera is doable, and PlasmaKappa can get the Pyramid Fairy 2 chests. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, still needs the Thieves Town big key. My apologies. And that's a Compass of Desert Palace. And a bottle which PlasmaKappa can mirror to see what's on Sick Kid. So, Sick Kid just having 20 rupees. Well, that is Kiki money.
Kiki money, yay!
Now, PlasmaKappa going to be making his way north. We will see what's on Bumper Ledge and Graveyard Ledge, as well as possibly Catfish.
I bet it'll be a small key. Or not. It's almost always a small key with like no cape in sight. You're like, what is it?
It was a piece of heart. PlasmaKappa making his way to the right. So we'll see what's on Graveyard Ledge.
Ooh, we could also check King's Tomb as well with that mirror, thankfully.
So, PlasmaKappa mirroring for King's Tomb. One more item here. Just 5 more rupees.
$5. Well, now you can lose Kiki one time.
Is everything now going to be judged in terms of Kiki money?
Absolutely, absolutely. Until we get more money, it's all about the money.
So, 300 rupees is 10 Kiki attempts. Whilst
Back of escape. Sorry.
Yep, PlasmaKappa is checking back of escape. 3 items here. How much Kiki money is here? That is the real question. There is a big key of Skull Woods, a change of clothes, and the map of Thieves Town. No money.
Yeah, to answer your question, no money for Kiki. But that is technically the last bit of money we'll need to spend for the seeds, so yeah, should be good there. Alright, so kind of convenient for PlasmaKappa. Unfortunately, no Skull Woods. Small keys to make routing easier, but you do have that big key, so you can pretty much knock out everything except Mothula at this point.
And
I think that was a desert crystal.
yes, that looked like a desert crystal here, so by logic, Pod must be a pendant. So PlasmaKappa going up the mountain. Tons of items here, especially with Tower of Hera. Yeah. Loads of density. We'll see what PlasmaKappa gets here. And that is 2 Kiki attempts from the old man.
Nice.
I.e. 20 rupees. So PlasmaKappa making his way up Spectacle Rock. And there is a small key on the Spectacle Rock ledge. And in the cave is 50 rupees, it looks like.
5 Kiki attempts.
Definitely 5 Kiki attempts.
And we're ignoring Spike Cave for now.
And there should be swords somewhere. We just don't know where. To answer chat. We don't know where the money is in this seed. And we don't know where the swords are.
Right? That's also pod 4. Oh, we're also not electing to check out what's on the ledge. Not that we can get it. We don't have meds, but still. What is on that floating island?
Yep. PlasmaKappa checking Spiral Cave is going to go down Spiral Cave and up Paradox Cave. So this will be 8 items for this full cycle.
So the good news is PlasmaKappa's got boots for Spiral. The downside is no sword.
PlasmaKappa gets out of Spiral Cave quite nicely. And is now checking the 7 items in Paradox Cave. What keys will we get tonight? Those are the mitts, a piece of heart. So the mitts gives us 1 item in Hookshot Cave and 2 items in
You can hover. Yeah, you can hover 4. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could hover 4. And that is the big key of Turtle Rock.
Which technically you can get into right now.
You can't.
Assuming... No, never mind. No sword.
Yeah. No swords, so... That is the saving grace of this with no swords. PlasmaKappa cannot get into Turtle Rock even if it's Bombos.
I think we're getting that key. Alright. What do we got for the requirement of the pendant dungeon we hope never to go into?
It is Bombos!
Of course!
No swords!
So do you think we're going to find our first sword at one of these 3 checks here?
I don't want to say.
To answer a question in chat, we're not entirely sure. I think there's just issues with cheamo stream currently.
So the map of Dark Palace and 5 rupees. That map should clarify that, well, Palace of Darkness is a pendant. Whilst PlasmaKappa is now going into Hookshot Cave and is going to pick up that key from Floating Island. And that is just 20 rupees.
Time to get that key, like you were saying.
So, now that we know that Palace of Darkness is a pendant, does it make it easier to consider dipping into? Because it isn't necessarily something that needs to be completed.
I think it is. Yeah.
That is a small key to Thieves Town, so just waiting on that big key in order to complete Thieves Town. PlasmaKappa going for his first crystal, and that will be Tower of Hera.
With no hookshot. Yay!
Yeah, a small key, and that is a small key to Turtle Rock.
That's not something we wanted to see.
In the first item location in Tower of Hera. And the map chest is 50 rupees. PlasmaKappa is making the climb. At this time, since there's a little bit of time in the climb, it's wonderful to have both these runners racing. You know, if you like them, give them a follow. They're definitely, you know, very good runners and very nice people. The big key of Desert Palace being in the Hera, I believe, compass chest. Right before the big chest. PlasmaKappa doing a bomb jump to get to the big chest of Hera, and that is 20 rupees. And this is PlasmaKappa versus Moldorm on a hammer. Hammer does temperature damage, but its hitbox is much smaller. So PlasmaKappa definitely doing well, getting those hits in. Gets 3 hits in on Moldorm, defeats it to get his first crystal, and a small key to Turtle Rock.
It's not a key we want to see, game.
That is the 3rd key to Turtle Rock. Just
that means
that sword.
When we get that sword, we can almost fully clear it.
I'm just trying to think. Item-wise, PlasmaKappa is close to go mode, item-wise, as he's making his way through Spike Cave. PlasmaKappa only needs the hookshot and 2 swords. Item-wise, as much as I count.
Yeah, looks to be that way.
Oh, the flute or the book. No, sorry, yeah. I double thought. I was like, Maya's a crystal, certainly. No, doesn't even need the flute or the book. 2 swords and the hookshot.
Yeah, we have no way to get into desert currently, so you were right, flute or book as well.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like, Desert Palace, Maya, they're both the same place. So yes, the flute or the book. So it's close to go mode in items. In keys, Swamp Palace big key because we've got the small key. Thieves Town big key is what is needed as PlasmaKappa makes his way towards Palace of Darkness with 4 small keys.
I think the only big key we need is Thieves Town. We just need the swamp. Hell no, did we get the
Oh,
swamp
yeah.
small? I thought we did
We
early.
got the swamp small. Yes, you can hookshot across in Swamp Palace. So we only need the Thieves Town big key, 2 swords, flute or book, and the hookshot. There's not much left. PlasmaKappa paying the 110 rupee penalty
We'll
to
call it a
open up
fine.
pod.
Yeah, we'll call it a fine, a penalty, whatever you want to say.
And welcome, Raiders. This is the race between PlasmaKappa and cheamo. It is Key Sanity. We're only missing a few things. PlasmaKappa has just done East F Mountain and Tower of Hera. With regards to cheamo's side, well, we know there's some issues on his side, and we'll just see if they get resolved. If something is backed up local, then this should still be a race, and we should know after the fact what the result of all of this is.
Well, with no race, you're going to have some sort of confirmation, probably from the higher ups, but definitely we'll be able to still see the dot done from cheamo's side when that happens.
So PlasmaKappa did mirror, as Eastern Palace is a crystal and is just going to get this one item from Eastern Palace, as well as his second crystal.
And we still have no swords. And we
Yes.
also had to farm up so much money in Kakariko.
PlasmaKappa went into Blind's Hut about 5 times in order to get about 200 rupees. Well, 6 or 7, but yeah. Because Zora was progression. Zora had the glove, which gave Dark World access. However, there were no items that actually gave money.
And Chad is pointing out, I think PlasmaKappa just skipped the big chest.
Interesting. Yes, because this is Key Sanity, anything could be in that big chest. So we'll see if this is big.
Well, you can't know it's a map encompass in Key Sanity because those are also shuffled among everything else. Is it likely okay that he skipped it? Probably, but not necessarily.
Yes. That one skip could be big. Actually, I'll just check it.
Oh look, a pod small in pod.
So, Eastern Palace Big Key was in Hype Cave. PlasmaKappa did make his way through Eastern Palace before. I'm just thinking, did PlasmaKappa have the Eastern Palace Big Key going into Eastern Palace?
Not the first time. Oh, that's our first. That's our first sword in pod. So Turtle Rock is a thing.
So yes, Turtle Rock is completely valid now. That's one of the swords making its way towards go mode. So that is Ether. So Pod giving us a lot of things. Misery Mire might be on the table tonight, so we'll see if that's Ether. We'll see if it's necessary and it has something that's necessary for the seed to be completed, as PlasmaKappa is going to the right side of Pod. And that is a piece of heart and a shield.
An
in
evil
the
shield.
side. So PlasmaKappa is now going to the back of Palace of Darkness. Makes his way across.
Very nice pod clip. Or a stair extension, depending on your point of view.
And yes, so there are six possible items here, as well as some more money. So that's always good. And one of them being 20 rupees and the other being quick. So we don't need to worry about Misery Mire in this seed.
Oh, and this is key sanity, my friend. There is more than 6 items possible here.
I was, yeah. I was counting from the chess, but yeah.
Got it. This game is evil. Key sanity's pretty evil.
Yes.
Sometimes it'll be nice, though.
So yeah, sadly, PlasmaKappa can't get the big chest in here, so there's just 2 items in the dark room of Pod.
Oh my gosh. Only things you've gotten here are medallions and a sword. Do you go from here directly to Turtle Rock? Or do you go to the back of Skull Woods?
And that is a small key to Ice Palace.
Or option number 3, Ice Palace. Well, I guess you gotta go to your crystal dungeon, so Skull Woods makes the most sense, Ice Palace makes the most backup sense, and then I guess if nothing's there, Turtle Rock.
So it seems as though PlasmaKappa is making his way towards Skullwoods. This is a crystal, so it will be his 3rd crystal. Small key, Ganon's Tower. I mean, that, as much as I know in theory, because you can steal one from Ganon's Tower, that means once the Ganon's Tower big key is found, when all 7 crystals are found, Ganon's Tower should be climbable. And that is the big key of Ice Palace, as well as the Master Sword.
Okay, that's swords. Sword's been available for a while there. But that Master Sword does make it an easier decision to go ahead and just go take care of Ice Palace when you're done here too.
Yes, so... PlasmaKappa making his way to the connector to the back of Skullwoods and making his way towards the big key chest. The good thing about that Ice Palace big key is that PlasmaKappa will not need to worry about leaving one item behind in Ice Palace. So that is definitely good to see.
Very true, and with those 2 small keys it makes routing a lot easier.
And that is a small key to Hyrule Castle. So puts the basement in logic. However, yeah, there was nothing in the basement, so don't need to worry about that. And PlasmaKappa is out of magic. We'll find a way to refill. And is about to face off against Mothula. So PlasmaKappa facing off against Mothula. Trying to get away from the spikes and get some clean hits on Mothula using hammer strats. Defeats up Mothula very well. And that is Tempered Sword and his third crystal.
Okay, so no swords for 50 minutes and suddenly 3 swords in the last 9 minutes or so. Holy moly.
Just... I mean, at this point, it's not Skullwoods, it's Swordwoods. So, Ice Palace being a crystal, that will probably be what's dipped into now. Yeah. PlasmaKappa can dip into Swamp Palace, has that small key, but cannot make his way to the back because he does not have the hookshot.
Hookshot and Turtle Rock almost at this point.
Hookshot and Turtle Rock, you're saying?
Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate, but with the amount of checks we have left, statistically, I guess Ice Palace could, but Ice Palace, for all we know, could be hookshot locked.
Yes, true. PlasmaKappa going to be checking Pyramid Ledge and then Catfish, so not Ice Palace yet.
Then again, I think hookshot locked in Ice Palace. Oh, hi, Big Key.
And what big key is this? It is the big key of Thieves Town. Thieves Town is completely clearable now, and so is Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, we're a hookshot, I think, at this point from Go mode. Or, I guess, you're right, book or flute was what you said earlier.
Yes, book or flute. Although, honestly, books do travel me away to other dimensions sometimes, so I'd say they're about the same thing.
To answer your question in chat, we do have all the keys we need big key wise, but GT big key is in GT. And Turtle Rock big key we do have, but it's a pendant. But we did get an early Fire Rod, an early Ice Rod, and technically we are one small key for Turtle Rock away from it being fully on logic.
Yes, so in this mode, GT Big Key is in GT, and the Castle Tower small keys are in Castle Tower. And that is our fourth sword on Catfish, so much time without a sword, just 4 in a row. Done and done.
Okay, well, Ice Palace is now a joke. Turtle Rock is now a joke. And looks like we are going to Ice Palace as expected. I think all we found in Pod were 2 medallions, which we probably hopefully don't need, and the sword. So technically it looks like Pod was in no way required.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Just counting, there should be 7 items here in Ice Palace. The first item of this being the a piece of heart. And PlasmaKappa is going to icebreaker across to the Ice Palace Big Key chest.
Well done.
Second item being the Compass of Eastern Palace. And then there being a blue rupee in the third chest. Big heart in the fourth.
Oh, and not a small key you want to see.
That is the big key of Dark Palace. I'm just trying to think if I miscounted. It seems like there's 8 items in here. And I was just calculating and looking at everything. I thought there were 3 items in Ice Palace. Two keys. Maybe I mislabeled the keys? Is that it?
In a normal seed, there are 3 items here. 3 items, map, compass, 2 keys.
Oh, the big key. I didn't put the big key in, that's why it's 8.
Yep, and the big key. Yep.
Yes, thank you. I was so worried. I was just looking going, wait, 8? That's not 7.
PlasmaKappa wisely remembering we don't have a hookshot, so you gotta do this. For $20.
So that is the 7th out of 8 items, yeah?
Yep, getting pretty close.
And the compasses do say how many items are in each palace if you've got them, so it definitely shows PlasmaKappa at 7 out of 8.
Now, if you're PlasmaKappa, you go from here to Thieves Town. If it's not there, you go from there to probably Blacksmith Chain, and then you ride in Blacksmith Chain with Pyramid Fairy, and if it's not there, you probably go to Turtle Rock.
Yep. So, PlasmaKappa defeating Cold Stare quite easily. And just getting 10 arrows, that is his 4th crystal. And that puts Pyramid Fairy in logic.
We'll need to beat Thieves Town first, but we're close.
Yes, Thieves.
It's hard to read the tracker sometimes.
And yes, cheamo has stream issues.
They also give you all the items you need for Ice Palace, and then don't bother putting any progression in there.
Yeah, exactly. So PlasmaKappa going to be making his way to Thieves Town now. And, well, can route Smith and Purple Chest into this.
Alright, again, chat, we're looking for a hookshot, and we're looking for either a bow or the flute for go mode for PlasmaKappa.
Yep. And PlasmaKappa has already checked the front of Thieves Town. So has got... should be 4 as much as I remember.
No updates right now. Periodically refreshing cheamo's stream, but not coming up, unfortunately. But a good god pixel from PlasmaKappa. Well done.
Yeah. Definitely good to see PlasmaKappa just completely race past that hallway there. So PlasmaKappa going to be getting this chest that normally has bombs in it, and going to be making the light that will, of course, turn the fair maiden into blind.
Well, now we can get that small little heart piece off of Bumper.
Yes, with that cape.
And do you notice one other thing going on is that despite everything we're doing, we've got $161.
Hmm.
I think PlasmaKappa bought a potion, but that being said, you're still barely over, what, 300? This seed is incredibly money starved. We do know we're 300 pilots, though.
So, yes. PlasmaKappa going to the maiden's chest, and it is a bottle of, well, magic potion. Going to be checking the big chest, and then is going to be facing blind. And we don't know where the hookshot is. 20 rupees being in the big chest of Thieves Town. And yes, we know that there are issues on Cheamo's side. Hopefully they'll get resolved, or we'll find out through, well, we'll find out through backup. So we'll find out. PlasmaKappa facing off against Blind here.
Yes, and chat does bring up a good point. PlasmaKappa did not lose Eastern Palace big chest when going in there to beat it, so question mark? And we're still looking for 2 go mode items, so...
That is Blind dropping a single rupee. And now that is PlasmaKappa's 5th crystal, the second 5/6 crystal, which means that Pyramid Fairy is available. It definitely is.
Yay! But as expected, our next set of checks are the Midslock checks. We're going to do Hammer Pegs, Blacksmith, Purple Chest. I already did the Magic Bat early in the seed, though.
Yes. Magic Bat being the last check before Zora. In which we found out that Zora had the gloves. So just 20 rupees in hammer pegs. And now we'll see what Blacksmith gives. Blacksmith does have a 10 rupee cost, though, so... Well, that rupee count will be going down.
My gosh, should have picked up that 20.
And that is a small key to Turtle Rock.
Putting Turtle Rock fully in logic.
So PlasmaKappa getting that purple chest. Does not have the flute, so is just going to walk the way, but does have the boots.
We're just gonna walk with style.
Yes, definitely.
Well, gosh, at this point, do you go straight to Turtle Rock, or do you just walk over and do the front half of Swamp, then Pyramid? Yeah, I don't know.
I hope it's Turtle Rock. I really do. It's still in my mind, that orphaned Eastern Palace big chest.
Oh, yeah, that's tough at this point. Alright, so Big Bomb is the play from PlasmaKappa. Well, one thing we do know is that Pedestal's dead, so there's that.
I'm just thinking. No, it isn't.
If we get access to Mire, we're in go mode. So flute means go mode.
Yes.
Book means go mode too.
We still need hookshot though.
That's true.
So hookshot could be on ped.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Don't jinx these runners. My gosh, Goran. These late hours bring out your sass level.
And that is the mushroom and the piece of heart. So we'll see what happens with the mushroom. I do think that the runners have dealt with enough already. So hopefully not. I'm not jinxing them. I'm not, I swear.
Okay, are we doing mushroom? We're doing mushroom.
And now chat saying hookshot is on Bombo's tablet.
Oh, come on now, chat. And PlasmaKappa doing the quick bonk strats to save a little bit of time from screen transitions. And rewarded with 10 bombs.
Yep. So PlasmaKappa making his way up the mountain. This looks as though it is a Turtle Rock play.
I would presume so, but what did I say earlier? I said hookshot in Turtle Rock. But yes, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Could be a flute, could be a book.
Turtle Rock having a ton of items as well as the green pendant, which is one extra item.
Or it could be a red herring. There may be nothing there. Maybe it's the front half of swamp, or maybe it's pod, or something. We just don't know. It's a mystery.
Yep, we do just don't know. That's how these seeds are. If we all knew what was in each place in each seed, then I don't think it could be called a randomizer anymore. So, PlasmaKappa about to be opening up Turtle Rock. So your call is hookshot in Turtle Rock.
Absolutely.
I'll raise you that call. I'll say hookshot is in Swamp Palace.
Ooh. Which has been available pretty much since Dark World.
Yes.
And get whacked.
Yeah, definitely. Which I know is a worse place, but it's not as bad as EP Big or, well, on the pod boss, for instance, or, you know, Ped.
But PlasmaKappa wisely remembering, hey, I don't have a hookshot. And not doing what I would do, which is go north. Come on, game. You're gonna taunt us with the big key to swamp? The sass of the seed is even increasing. But that is one more check in Swamp Palace, which could very well have the vanilla hookshot. You never know. And if it does, then technically Goran and I both get credit. It's true. Because hookshot would be directly from Turtle Rock, so there's that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sharing the victory with you.
Absolutely.
I don't know how victorious it would really be. Ooh, that is the book.
Okay,
That gives access to Desert Palace.
hookshot Gomo chat.
So, the hookshot being better than the flute because the flute would also grant us access to Misery Mire.
Let's
so that
not
must...
acknowledge that. Let's just ignore that fact. But chat could be right. Bombo's tablet is now a thing for hookshot.
Yes, it definitely is. PlasmaKappa checking the lava chest.
Which you can freely do with those 4 small keys. But enjoy this dramatic Final Fantasy Tactics music. Ooh, going with the early-ish check of the Mimic Cave here. Oftentimes people will go ahead and go check Big Chest, come back out and check this if need be, when you're go -1. $5.
Yep, so... one more chest and then Laser Bridge. And then Trinex. Is the Ice Rod necessary? Ooh.
Game, please!
That is a shovel on the big chest of Turtle Rock.
It's a quick check, I'll give you that, but still.
Still another possibility that Turtle Rock was required. The book, meaning that it does give us access to desert. However, the flute could have been in another location that PlasmaKappa hasn't checked, so...
Eastern Palace, big check, big chest, including that, yeah.
Yeah. Although that Eastern Palace big chest must be slightly less of a worry now, as we are 1 item away from go mode.
True. But judging from the skip of it, I don't know if that's even in PlasmaKappa's mind.
Small key to, I believe, Skull Woods. Some pieces of heart. And a small key to Skull Woods.
Hey, Skull Woods is in logic. Let's go beat that again.
As PlasmaKappa is making his way up to face off against Trinex.
To answer your question in chat, Cheamo's stream has not been up this entire time, unfortunately.
PlasmaKappa defeating the fire and the ice heads of Trinex easily, goes to phase 2.
Okay,
and
well
that
done.
is Trinex down. 2 items here, 1 item right away, and it is...
not the hookshot.
the map of Turtle Rock. And there's the green pendant.
Game, please! You're giving us a map to a dungeon we already had info on. Rude game, rude.
Yes, definitely rude. So, PlasmaKappa is going to be checking ether now.
Yep, ether tablet incoming.
So PlasmaKappa making his way left towards ether. Is the hookshot behind Turtle Rock. And it is a small key to Dark Palace.
Hey, pods and logic. Oh my lord. Alright, shovel maybe? We doing shovel? No.
So it does look like PlasmaKappa is going for Swamp Palace.
Probably Bombos into Swamp, but yeah, you gotta give in at this point.
Chat saying that Bombos... They said that 10 minutes ago that Bombos is probably the hookshot, so...
That's true. It's true. Let's see if we can find out who said that. Nope, not that one.
Yes, so Bombos can lead up to Desert Palace.
Ah, right, it was Tafal. Tafal saying Bombos tablet.
Well, I'm sorry, Tafal, but unless a hookshot is actually 50 rupees, in which I'd probably say every rupee counts in this seed because it was a money poor seed and Zor was locking progression, then I'd say, sorry, you lose.
I mean, look at this money count for poor PlasmaKappa. We are nearing the end of the game and we have less than 200 rupees.
So PlasmaKappa electing to go to right side first. Has the boots, has the big key, can get every item in here. That's the blue boomerang.
Bloomerang, Bassrang.
A small key to Ganon's tower. Definitely good to see.
We're finally getting those GT small keys after having none for over an hour.
And PlasmaKappa going to the top of Desert Palace. That just being a single rupee.
That's our other single rupee, the other one we found off a blind.
Yeah. And just a compass on the torch, so PlasmaKappa going to be checking the 5th item, which is the Desert Palace big chest. It is the flute. Ugh, that's Misery Maya. That's Misery Maya. That is
Pedestal. No, it's not. We need Mire Big. We're good for now.
Phew. So PlasmaKappa going to be checking Dig Spot, going to be going through Kakariko, activating that flute, and then going to be going for Maya Shed, Checkerboard Cave, and Maya. The problem is, Maya can still have the hookshot, and they're just being 20 rupees on the Dig Spot.
This seed, oh my gosh.
So, yes, as I was saying, the flute is only needed if the hookshot is in Maya. Most likely, it is not needed.
One hour, 27-minute activation of flute.
Yes, as far as I can tell, PlasmaKappa is just putting in my shed with the back of Desert Palace. Exactly. And it makes a lot of sense. And
Not much going on there.
so yes, PlasmaKappa getting the small key off of Desert Ledge. It is a Ganon's Tower small key, and going through the back. So PlasmaKappa is making his way to the back of Desert Palace. This will be for his 6th crystal. All he's waiting for is that hookshot. And that will be the final item for him in here. So that is 2 Lambos down, 3 Lambos down, and that is a small key, 2 Misery Mire, and PlasmaKappa's 6th crystal.
Oh my gosh, game.
Is the hookshot in Swamp Palace?
Could be. Could be in Pod, could be Eastern Big Chest, could be Mire.
Oh, PlasmaKappa going back into the portal. This may be for Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah.
Although Mire is an option.
Well, it can only be Ped if we find the big key to Mire.
Nothing in Checkerboard Cave. Yeah, only Ped if we can find that. Also, it could be in the early chests in Swamp Palace.
And it looks like we're electing to go ahead and go into Mire instead of go into Crystal Swamp Palace. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a cooked bird. Hope everyone's hungry for barbecue. Plasma may have slightly overcooked it, but should still be okay.
So PlasmaKappa making his way into Misery Mire. He's going to be making his way towards the left side first.
Yeah, standard key sanity route when you have a key. Good to go that way. Nothing is ever pedestal except when it is. Oh my gosh, money!
And that's where the money was hiding in Mire, which we don't know if this is necessary, so it could have been a very good location to hide Ganon's rupees. And that is a big key of Misery Mire in Mire. That means that Ped is possible, and Ped may have the hookshot.
Oh lordy. This seed. Ooh, doesn't even get the small key from that little skull there.
It's going to the back. Just 20 rupees, mirrors out, and goes out of Misery Mire. I believe PlasmaKappa missed the big chest, is fluting away. Missed the big chest, missed the fire rod chest, and Vitreous.
We're going to check pad.
Yep, we're gonna check pad. So let's have some pet hype.
Pad hype in chat, everybody.
So PlasmaKappa making his way through the Lost Wood Forest, going through the tree trunk, seeing all the woodland animals, reading the book.
It's pedestal!
It says, boing, boing, boing. It is ped.
This is a
It is
pedestal seed
ped.
chat.
It is ped. It is ped. And PlasmaKappa going to be finishing off Misery Mire and Palace of Darkness. So, not only was this farm all the rupees that you can seed, it was also a ped seed.
Well, the seed is a thing.
So the good news about this is that PlasmaKappa will be able to go mode Swamp Palace. So no left side swamp. Although if I was going to guess, I'd say the silvers are on left side swamp. Considering how bad this seed has been.
Oh, this seed's evil enough that they could just very well put silvers in first check swamp and we'd still never check it at this point.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
So PlasmaKappa is making his way towards the back. We'll see if he does some form of spooky action glitch. He pulls it off and is now in the light rooms, about to face off against Vitreous. So Vitreous, PlasmaKappa using the cape and defeating all the small eyeballs there, and is now up against Vitreous himself. It's 8 bow shots, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Vitreous is down, and this is PlasmaKappa's second pendant. And third bottle. So PlasmaKappa fluting away. 2-5. This is for Palace of Darkness.
Get that? Pendant. Oh my gosh.
So PlasmaKappa is go moding this. This is Key Sanity. He has all 6 keys to Palace of Darkness and the big key. It's just getting to back and defeating Bulbasaur. And PlasmaKappa going to be turning in that green pendant with Sahasrahla for a small key to Swamp Palace. Possibly deciding to go for it for silvers.
Makes me wonder, though, did Cheamo check pedestal earlier? And I guess even if you did, how quickly do you go to Mire expecting to find Mire Big there?
Yeah, whatever the case may be, this is going to be this is a very slow seed. I would probably place them neck and neck, honestly, considering how bad this seed has really been. I just don't see how anybody wouldn't have taken this amount of time. The book being in Turtle Rock means that it was very much out of the way. So I don't see Cheamo, you know, checking Ped before the 1 hour mark.
True. I mean, you could go into Turtle Rock pretty early. Some of the swords were readily available, so I could easily see somebody dipping Turtle Rock first time up there, and you would have gotten the book, I think, with 1 small key. But at the same time, you wouldn't have been able to beat the dungeon.
I do believe the book was in early Turtle Rock, though. I need to check on that. I need confirmation, really.
I want to say it was in the chain shop room, maybe? I could be wrong.
Yeah, so possibly a small dip into Turtle Rock. Although, if that were the case, then it means that that person would need to double dip TR for the pendant there. Whilst PlasmaKappa full cleared Turtle Rock, so either way, it's timely. Whatever way you look at it.
Very true.
And PlasmaKappa is defeating Helmasaur.
Gonna get that 3rd pendant.
Yep. 3 pendants for the hookshot of destiny.
Oh,
And
silvers!
those are silvers.
Oh,
Silvers on
game.
Helmasaur.
Stop trying to make up with this game.
So, I mean, there hasn't been a bug net yet.
True.
So PlasmaKappa is fluting away to 3. And is going north towards the Lost Woods. We all know what it is, but it doesn't change a thing. Every step is 1 step closer to that pedestal. PlasmaKappa going through the Lost Woods, going through some tree trunks, avoiding the thieves.
Smack at the thief in the face. He deserved it.
Definitely. Going past the wildlife, and is going to the pedestal. The 3 pendants appearing. PlasmaKappa lifting up the sword, and it becomes a hookshot. The hookshot of destiny. And at 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 48 seconds, PlasmaKappa is in go mode. And only has Swamp Palace left to clear. So PlasmaKappa making his way to the Dark World, close to Swamp Palace.
I'm checking on something really quick. Forgive me.
And is mirroring across to drain the dam. So drains the dam, goes back into Dark World, and this is a go mode Swamp Palace. So no left side swamp, just straight to Argus with everything in hand. PlasmaKappa passing by the second chest as well as the first chest, not needing those, and is gonna make his way to the big room in Swamp Palace. And he's swimming across to the main room and hookshotting his way across to the back. So PlasmaKappa hookshotting to the back and is going down the stairs, and is going to be doing what's called diver down now. And pulls it off brilliantly, is going further into the back, just gonna go straight past waterfall chest.
We got silvers, we got butter sword, we're good.
Just where's the bug net? So PlasmaKappa making his way down river towards Argus. PlasmaKappa using the hookshot and butter sword to sort out the first phase of Argus, using them quickly, and is now on to second phase of Argus, and that's just 1 silver, and that is Argus down, and quite well done. And you know what time it is. The 7th crystal has been collected by PlasmaKappa. There are 22 locations in GT that the GT Big Key can be. Get your guesses in chat, 1 to 22. And Lana Bean, do you want to do the same thing that I think we've done before, in which we alternate? And if so, do you want evens or odds?
I am good either way, my friend. I'm gonna go with... oh gosh, I'm gonna go with like 13 as far as checks go. And with that 13, why don't I do odds, you do evens?
You know what? I'm gonna be close to you this time. I'll be 14. There you go. That way there's some real hype in this. So PlasmaKappa is climbing up Paradox Cave. Make sure to get your guesses in. Welcome, Raiders. This is key sanity between PlasmaKappa and cheamo. PlasmaKappa is about to make it towards Ganon's tower. Cheamo, we know there's some form of issues on his side, so we're just going to see what happens with respect to this. So PlasmaKappa making his way across the Dark World Bridge towards Ganon's tower with that butter sword in hand and that shield. 7 crystals pop out and Ganon's tower is opening.
And guesses do close as soon as we enter that building.
So yes, and well, we'll see what chest it is, or what check it is. So PlasmaKappa making his way towards Hope Room, and number 1 is yours.
1 is 10 arrows.
I got it wrong. It was the torch, not Hope Room. I saw the wrong side. But yeah, 10 arrows is number 1. PlasmaKappa making his way towards Stalfo's room. 4 checks here. And number 2 is a piece of heart.
Okay, 3 it is. 3 is the GT Big Key. And first 3 in chat is, oh my goodness, the first guess overall. We have 3 with a guess of 3. Well played.
Congratulations, three, with the
You,
guess of three.
you win a lifetime supply of randomizer seats courtesy of ALTTPR.com and the utmost respect and admiration from Goron and myself.
Yes, definitely. Congratulations. And good luck with everybody on the next GT Big Key guessing game, whenever that may be. So PlasmaKappa is making his way through Ganon's Tower, Cannonball GT, using that cape masterfully, attacking one of the Stalfos with a silver arrow and just butter swording the rest. And now just slashing and using pots in order to defeat the room full of Stalfos. And this room with conveyors, they all go down easily.
15 hearts, butter, silvers, yeah, you're just gonna be just running through.
Yep, PlasmaKappa about to soon be at Lammo too, so we'll see what strats he uses. He has 16 arrows, only needs 4. It seems as though he'll continue with arrows. And that's 1. 2. And with a sword swipe, that is 3 Lemmos down, and PlasmaKappa can continue on with regards to GT. So PlasmaKappa is continuing GT, is going to face off against these skeletal Grisrobes, and is just going straight up, just bootsing across all these guards, and is dealing with the first of the torch rooms. PlasmaKappa not having half magic, so needs to be a little bit careful with magic, but this has been done plenty of time before for him, I am certain of that. And PlasmaKappa using fire rod shots on the second torch room finishes off all of his magic, so we'll need to get a refill on it, which he can do in the next room, and then face off against Moldorm 2.
Hopefully, Moldorm 2 won't give too much sass today.
So PlasmaKappa getting 1 swipe in, 2 swipes in. Moldorm 2 is down, and this is the last chest of the game.
Minimal fuss, minimal muss, we're good.
PlasmaKappa checks it, and it is just 20 rupees.
Okay, and we'll treat this as if cheamo was on stream directly. We do have cheamo finishing in first place with a racetime.gg time of 1:51:36. Get your GGs in chat for cheamo.
Yes, definitely do get your GGs for cheamo. And PlasmaKappa is now facing off against Aga 2. And that is... should be 3 hits there.
And Aga 2 down.
That should be a 1-3-2. Yes, it was 3 for the GT guessing game. PlasmaKappa fluting away, and we will see if we get our runners in for the interview. So, PlasmaKappa going into the mountain is going to face off against Ganon now. And that should be first phase down. Second phase of Ganon here. Getting some hits from those, fire bats. Is on third phase. the floor is disappearing on the sides. So Ganon teleporting away, PlasmaKappa getting the second hit in, and even more teleports from Ganon. And that is the third hit of third phase, fourth hit of fourth phase.
To answer a quick question in chat, we have blue mail. Surprisingly enough, with all the checks we've done, blue mail.
2 silvers in, 3, 4. Get your GGs ready in chat for PlasmaKappa.
GG's to PlasmaKappa.
And GGs and welcome, Shima.
GG's, thanks. Apologies about the stream. I have no idea what happened. OBS said everything was fine. Looked good, recorded it. Just for some reason, between that and Twitch, there was some issue.
And GG's PlasmaKappa.
GG's.
That was a very special Zora.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess first off, Cheamo, I presume you spent the first part of the seed dealing with that as well with Zora.
Yep, pretty much. Did everything including Zora Ledge and had about 140 rupees. And I guess there's a way to hula hand with boots, but I don't ever remember that because it never comes up.
Yeah. I tried it once, failed, and farmed money until the video on my phone showed me how to do it properly.
Nice. The tier 3 pull was blue rupees, so I just farmed those in stun prize for like 10 minutes, it felt like, which was horrible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was about it. So that was a really bad start to the seed, and then you kind of assume, like, what else horrible things could the seed do to you? Right? You couldn't have anything else than that, right?
I did find one good thing to talk about. That bottle placement in Thieves Town, the bottle placement in Thieves Town was, although we didn't get anything from Sick Kid, it was quite easy to route it in to the Sick Kid that time, at the very least.
At least. Shame about everything else.
Yeah, that was good. I think probably the main difference is that I scouted Ped before I went to Mire. I hadn't killed Moth early because I burned the key from the back. So I came back way later with Book, Mirror, and Fire Rod, and I was practically go mode and saw the hint. So I just went into Mire and full cleared it, kind of thing.
I went into Skull after Pod because I didn't have a sword. Got 2 more swords. And I did just about everything before TR. Then I went to DP and Mire. I had my 6 pod small, and if I get swamp small, I'm just gonna go to swamp. If I get hookshot, I'm just gonna go to hookshot cave. So I'm just gonna peace out with the front of Mire and not the left side, and then give the pad a check and immediately have to go right back.
That sucks. I didn't go to pod for ever. It was one of the last things I did on the way to hookshot, which is probably not the right way to play Key Sanity, but
I mean, went in with 4 keys, immediately got 5th. That was all right.
yeah, I got 6 when I was in there. Yeah.
I mean, one thing I'm thinking about, although you've already said it, was just not only with regards to Zora being, you didn't have much money trying to get to Zora, you also didn't have that many. I mean, I know you, PlasmaKappa, you didn't have swords. Did you have swords, Cheamo? Because there were 2 swords in, I believe, Skull Woods. And it was like the hour mark when we were looking at PlasmaKappa. before you got a single sword. Again, correct me if I'm wrong.
I got, like, I went into Skullwoods relatively early into Dark World, and I got that sword, and I also got the sword off Catfish, like, right after that. So I had Master Sword, like, most of Dark World.
Yeah, had to wait for the sword and pod. This was not going in without a sword when I had Fire Rod. Because I can
Yeah.
climb the whole mountain and I might get a sword.
I think you went from no swords to 4 swords in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, seems like.
So Cheamo, you were saying that you checked. When did you end up checking Pedestal in the long run? Did you get that book early? Did you dip into Turtle Rock at all reasonably early-ish?
I did, like, most of regular Dark World, and then I went up Death Mountain. I didn't have a ton left except for Paw and Eastern. And I just, like, basically full cleared the mountain, including Turtle Rock. I full cleared right away. And I hadn't been back to Moth yet. So that was, I don't know what time, but it was early-ish. I don't know. It took like 40 minutes to get into Dark World, but yeah. And so, like, at some point I just went and was clearing the dungeons I could, which included Skullwoods. And that was, yeah, just very convenient to check Ped.
Yeah.
So you knew pretty early.
Yeah, relatively early for sure. Before I started hunting for, like, my go mode items for sure.
Yeah, that'll do it. Did all those before I had the book. Got that 4th TR small at least, so I was in logic.
I don't think I found that.
On Smith's.
I didn't do Smith Chain. What my go mode item was Thieves Big, which was on Pyramid Ledge, which I did after Pod, and I had all my pendants then and everything else. So
Yeah. Just kept chasing stuff before TR. If I could get something else to pair with it, like the book, Air Small, or, you know, other crystal dungeons, but it was obviously the play, and I just held out until it was as good as it was gonna get. Which was not the correct play.
Yeah. It is just how Rando is sometimes, though. I mean, sometimes the check has it, sometimes the check doesn't. Well, another thing I can think of, I mean, what were your thoughts? Because I believe Bo was on Dig Game and Eastern Palace Big Key was in Hype Cave. Just seeing those after, I mean, I know for you, PlasmaKappa, you just cleared most of Eastern Palace and then you got those 2 items. What were your thoughts after that? I know you did do Eastern Palace quite soon after that, so...
Yeah, well, there's no way anyone doesn't dive Eastern before Zorp, so it's fine. I'm like, okay, now I'm just looking at my pod keys for when I'm gonna do pod. Because at that point, it's not even about Eastern anymore, it's about pod.
Chat
the
was
mirror.
also saying you accidentally skipped Eastern Big Chest as well.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, I hate dashing without a sword. Kind of flipped past Eastern Big Chest. I realized it at the boss, but I can't go back for that. I'm fighting cheamo. So it has
True.
to stay there forever. At least it wasn't in there.
Very true. Well, any other thoughts me too about this? I know obviously this means that Cheamo, you are on to the round of 16. PlasmaKappa, this is the end of the tournament, but gosh, you both did fantastic. Great race, 2.5 minutes apart. I really wish we could have seen Cheamo's side as well. But any thoughts from you two?
oh, just GG's. It's probably better you weren't watching, so you don't have to watch me farm money for 10 minutes.
Yep. GG's. Ran out of help.
Well, yeah, there's nothing else for me, Ether, so shall we wrap this up?
Sounds good. Well, thank you both. Cheamo, good luck in the next round. PlasmaKappa, good luck to you. You're going to continue to destroy these tournaments, no doubt. That being said, next matches, we don't have anything scheduled till Tuesday. So we have Tato versus P-Train, 5:10 p.m. Eastern, and no channel assigned to that yet. We have Tuesday, 10:10 p.m. Eastern, Freddy versus Wall Kicks, no channel assigned to that quite yet. And the other match scheduled is Wednesday, 5:10 p.m. Eastern, P-Train versus Tato. No channel assigned to that either, but those are the next upcoming matches in the tournament schedule so far. But gosh, thank you everybody for joining us today. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll just have Goran here wrap up for us. And thank you very much as well for our tracker today. Did fantastic. We do greatly appreciate it. And Goran, just you go ahead and have the last word here.
Okay, then. Well, thank you. Thank you to our runners, Cheamo and PlasmaKappa. It's absolutely fantastic seeing you both run. I know it's been a bit tough this time, but you know, it's how these things go. So just thank you ever so much for that, and getting to top 32, that's just amazing. With regards to results, there was a message from an admin effectively saying that this will need to be checked, so we'll see what happens in future, basically. Thank you, Lana Beam, for running with me. Thank you to our tracker, which I'm trying to sort of remember the name here, so I'll get that. Lepoy, thank you. And thank you, Lana Bean again. It's absolutely lovely commentating with you, and just thank you, SpeedGaming in general. You can, if you like all these tournament action, then follow SpeedGaming 1 to 5 and a link to pass 1 to 6. With regards to SpeedGaming, I know that there is there's a Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer that's halfway through on SpeedGaming 3 and Super Metroid SpeedGaming 5. And there's no races for this tournament until Tuesday, as much as we know. That might be subject to change. But just thank you, everybody. This has been absolutely amazing. And have a nice night.